So a lot of the times families in India will actually restrict women from going to work outside of the home, and it can be very difficult for women to find opportunities that allow them to attain economic independence. We have so many women who had an arranged marriage at 15, 16 years old. They were never able to pursue an education or really get any kind of independence before becoming mothers and having to take on all these responsibilities at home. And I was kind of haunted by my own images of these women and thought there has to be some way to help further and do something on a larger scale. So that's how Jhoole was born in 2008. My name is Hannah Warren. I'm a former Rotary Youth Exchange student to Thailand and a former Rotary Ambassadorial Scholar to India. And I'm also executive director and founder of an organization called Jhoole. In 2008, I had the opportunity to come back to India to take portraits of female weavers wearing saris that they'd woven themselves. And I came to the traditional weavers' village of Maheshwar. And while the photographs really were what I expected to capture, I didn't expect kind of the journey that would unfold for me to get these photographs. I'll always remember the first weaver that I met who told me that she would love to be a part of the project. Her name is Maya.
तो हम क्या सोचते थे कि कोई दीदी आए हैं देखने के लिए अपने जैसे, तो हम सब खड़े हो गए, उनको फिर लूँ वगैरह बताए, ऐसे करते हैं कि उनको बिठाया, बातचीत करी। हमारे से पूछा था उन्होंने कि आप साड़ी बनाते हो तो तुम क्यों नहीं पहनते एक आधी साड़ी। तो मैंने कहा हिना दीदी हमारे से मतलब लेवे ही नहीं जाती इतनी बड़ी महंगी साड़ी, 1500 से ऊपर ही मिलती साड़ी, तो हम महंगी साड़ी इतनी पहन नहीं सकते। तो बोले ऐसी बात है तो मैं पहनाऊँ तो पहनोगे कि नहीं। तो मैंने आप पहनाओगे तो पहन लेंगे। तो उन्होंने हमको 2 साड़ी मतलब खुद हमने ही बनाई और हमने ही पहने, धागा वगैरह उन्होंने ला दिया। फिर लगातार 2-3 दिन उन्होंने मुलाकात करी, फिर उसके बाद परिचय हो गया हमारा। ऐसे करके अच्छे से बोलते चालते ऐसा संबंध बन गया कि वो एक मतलब बाहर के व्यक्ति भली है पर दिल से ऐसे संबंध जुड़ गए कि वो मेरी बहन लगती मेरे को।
So during the photography project, I asked the women how they wanted to be photographed, and one thing they wanted to do was swing. And it's a tradition in this region during the monsoon season to hang up these giant swings from the trees. And I remember watching them swinging high into the air, so it was both literal and metaphorical upward mobility. And that's how I came up with the name Jhoole.
झूले मतलब एक प्रकार का खुशी है, एक प्रकार का उमंग। इतने दूर से कोई अपने देश का तो नहीं सोचता, तो उनने हमारी खुशी के लिए उतने दूर से इतने दूर आकर तो उन्होंने हमारे लिए सोचा। पहले मेरा शादी करने का इच्छा नहीं थी, तो फिर उसके बाद शादी हो गई। उसके बाद सोचा कि सब कुछ ख़त्म हो गया, अब तो मुझे घर ही संभालना पड़ेगा, कुछ करना नहीं पड़ेगा, आगे नहीं बढ़ पाऊँगी। हिना जी से मिलने के बाद उन्होंने मुझे जो मेरे अंदर की हिम्मत टूट गई थी वो हिम्मत उन्होंने दिलाई मुझे।
That's really the spirit of what Jhoole is all about. It's not just about fighting material poverty, it's about fighting the spirit of poverty and instilling in women that sense of confidence and that their life means something and that they're able to accomplish great things.
झूले का मुख्य जो उद्देश्य था उस समय की जो बुनकर महिलाएं हैं उनका विकास, उनका उत्थान, उनको फेयर वेज मिले, उनको परमानेंट जॉब मिले, उनके बच्चों को अच्छा एजुकेशन मिले और उनका स्किल डेवलपमेंट हो। ये सब पर्पस को लेके हमने झूले को इसे स्टार्ट किया था।
When we first started the project in 2008, we started with $500 and we rented a very small house where we had really simple sewing machines and just a very basic setup. And that's evolved now to become an organization supported by multiple Rotary Global grants that has over 150 machines and touches the lives of thousands of women each year through vocational training, holistic development, and direct employment. Deepa, who's one of the weavers I originally photographed in 2008 and is still with us today, when I saw her daughter Kushi recently, I asked her what she wanted to do for a living, and she said she wanted to become a doctor. And it feels great to know that that's a possibility because we've helped to make sure that she can receive a good education.
बच्चों की पढ़ाई में खर्चा दिया हिना दी ने कि वो आपके बच्चों को पढ़ाओ और आप भी कुछ कर सको, तो आप भी कुछ सीखो नया। हर बार आते वो हर कुछ नया सिखा के जाते हैं। हिना दी से उन्होंने पहले मुझे हैंडलूम का काम सिखाया, फिर सिलाई का काम सिखाया, फिर हैंडवर्क सिखाया, फिर ड्राइंग सिखाई उसके बाद मैं अभी ब्लॉक प्रिंटर भी सीख रही हूँ।
झूले से अगर नहीं जुड़ती, वो बात बता रही, अगर नहीं जुड़ती तो बच्चे एक अपनी प्राइवेट स्कूल नहीं पढ़ पाते, सरकारी में बिठाती।
When Jhoole is able to employ women here in Maheshwar, they're giving them an opportunity to teach their daughters about the importance of economic independence and being able to stand on your own 2 feet. And the fact that they're able to actually educate the future generation, it can help to break that cycle of chronic poverty because it gives people that opportunity to attain upward mobility.
झूले मेरे लिए बहुत बहुत महत्व रखता है और मेरे बच्चों की फीस, मेरे घर का खर्चा सारा झूले ही उठाता है।
फिर झूले से ये रहा कि जैसे कि उन्होंने जुड़ी तो तत्काल मेरे को गैस टंकी दिला दिया। जैसे ये कोई यहाँ पर मैं ले नहीं सकती, साल भी निकल जाते, 2 साल भी निकल जाते, 4 साल भी निकल जाते, ये खरीद नहीं पाती मैं अभी।
उस समय की सोच और अब की सोच में मतलब थोड़ा सा फर्क आ गया।
तो झूले एक महिला के लिए जो भी उसकी समस्या है उसको निराकरण करने के लिए जिस लेवल पे मदद कर सकता है, झूले मदद करता है।
Being in that work environment is something so positive for them that actually they come and they forget about their problems at home and they forget about all their problems in life.
और एक मतलब घर जैसा माहौल है वहाँ पे, मतलब ऐसा लगता नहीं कि हम काम कर रहे हैं, ऐसा लगता है बस हम घर पे आके यहाँ पे हम खुद अपना काम खुद स्वयं का कर रहे हैं।
और सब एक दूसरे की हेल्प करते हैं, जिसको कुछ नहीं आता है मतलब बताते हैं कि इस टाइप से करो, या कुछ गलती भी हो जाती है तो मतलब उसको मतलब एकदम से वो नहीं होता कि मतलब हाँ कुछ गलत हो गया है तो उसको सुधारने की कोशिश बताते हैं कि इस टाइप से सुधारना है।
So Jhoole, in addition to employing women directly, also does training, both through collaborating with the Central Indian government and also through collaborating with various organizations, including the Entrepreneurial Development Institute of India, EDII. And so yesterday there were multiple trainings that were going on. One is that the designer from Pratibha Syntex Limited, who helped create our entire collection, was able to come and teach some women about Illustrator and show them how you can actually play with designs in Illustrator to finalize exactly what you want your design to be before you take it to production. Women's Space has joined in supporting Jhoole, and how we're doing that is on a few different levels. One of them, we've created an interactive, collaborative design team that has worked together to cross-pollinate ideas with the women at Jhoole in order to create an athleisure wear collection that has been entirely hand-dyed and block printed and manufactured by the women at Jhoole. The important thing about Jhoole and Women's Space, it's not about one culture teaching another, it's about that intercultural dialogue and exchange. Everything that we do is based on respect. And I cannot tell you how much I personally love and value this culture and how much I've learned from my friends and the women involved in Jhoole.
Sometimes when we collaborate with each other from different towns and cities and different countries, the kind of result that comes out of it is quite phenomenal.
So I'm really excited about what's going to happen today. We're going to have another fashion show. So this fashion show is going to be a unique one because we're combining our athleisure wear collection, which is designed for a more urban market.
Every garment is designed by keeping in mind of comfort and stretch. Also, the conversation around sustainability is growing. So we have used organic cotton fabric.
It's always amazing to see how Jhoole does a lot of these shows with their women. You know, it really motivates the woman to think of herself as just beyond, I mean, she's not just a labor, you know, or just a person who makes a product. You know, she becomes her own person. She develops a sense of confidence. For her to walk down the runway is not easy.
I think the most important thing about Jhoole is that we're a cooperative society. So it's all about empowering the women. This is their own business and it's theirs to take forward and grow. So continuing to teach them skills when it comes to collaborative design, when it comes to managing the business, marketing, every aspect of the business is theirs to run, and the sky's the limit. We hope to continue to grow and thrive, to employ the maximum number of women in the local Maheshwar community so that they can create a brighter future for themselves and their families.
हम कभी भी कहीं पे भी जाते हैं तो लोग ये कहते हैं कि देखो झूले की लेडीसें आ रही है, गर्व के साथ कहते हैं। और हमको भी बड़ा गर्व होता है, मतलब हमको कहीं पे भी जाना होता है, देखो झूले की लेडीसें आ रही है, झूले में काम करती है, तो हमको बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
आगे हम इससे उम्मीद रखते हैं कि मतलब हमारा जो भी कार्य है, हमारी कला है और आगे तक जाए हेना जी द्वारा।
जैसे मेरा झूले से जीवन बदला है, तो और जितनी भी हज़ारों महिलाएं हैं उनका जीवन भी बदले।
झूले का मेरे जीवन में तो बहुत महात्म है। मतलब मैं चाहती हूँ कि मेरे परिवार को उन्होंने आगे बढ़ा दिया और आगे चल के अच्छे रहे, तो मेरी यही इच्छा है कि झूला और आगे बढ़े।